it's me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First play, Watson to the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Point after here coming up. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg. Pryor. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off-play action. Pryor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Pryor trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Pryor. He's got the connection to Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7-7, our score after 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one too low. The Browns had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Back to throw. Pryor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll try the air now with Watson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off-play action. Pryor targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Pryor shreds him with a stiff arm. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. And I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to throw on second down. Pryor. And some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Browns 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Watson now going to run the option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Chubb on the counter. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run it again with Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they're going to get this up to midfield. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Off the play fake. Pryor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. From the 9, 2nd and 5. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Pryor. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Come on.
Here's Walker, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive. Pryor going to look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off play action. Pryor. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Off the play fake. Pryor. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone, and if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 74 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert! 64!
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
59! 54! 59!
Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to go up top again.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Pryor. Throw out wide to Walker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Pryor.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, Pryor. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. But if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Able to get around one would-be tackler, but not much room after that. The window closes. He gets 2 yards there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now Watson.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Number 6. 4.
On fourth down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when you're...
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Seahawks 45, Browns 21.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the...
And now here is another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Complete to number 80. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third, Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
More the man in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,